I'd like to call the International Institute of Municipal Clerks 2020-2021 board meeting on Wednesday, May 20th, 2020, virtual meeting to order. And I'll ask Mr. Shelby to do the roll call.
Thank you, Mary. Mary Johnston,
Here.
Sherry Pierce,
Here.
Pamela Smith,
Here.
Lana McPherson,
Here.
Sandra Pincinel,
Here.
Ann Quirk,
Here.
Teresa Hudson,
Here.
Diane Flugfelder,
Here.
Camilla Pittman.
Here.
Sonia Tolbert is still recovering from surgery. Phyllis McGraw. Phyllis? Okay. Leticia Vasek. All right. Janice Bates.
Here.
Leon Wright.
Here.
Sorry.
I'm here. Can y'all not hear me?
Who said that?
That was Phyllis.
Okay, Phyllis, thank you. Leon?
Here.
Kay Smellick? Okay. All right. Marie Mo? All right. Janet Gray?
Here.
Helen Ingold? Lisa Garcia?
Here.
Sabrina Mercadante?
Here.
Don Abramson?
Here.
Scott Passy?
Here.
Angela Baines?
Present.
Stephen Hike?
Here.
Sarah Jeffries? Okay. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you, Chris. At this time, we will have past President Lana McPherson swear in the incoming board.
Good morning, incoming region directors. I'm excited and it's a privilege for me to be able to do this. As we go through the oath of office, I will start out and then I will ask you to say your name. We are all going to be sworn in together. And then when I get to the part that says you will perform the duties of, then state Region 2, 3, 4 director at that time. So I would like to call Diane Flugfelder, Phyllis McGraw, Kay Simlick, Janet Gray, Sabrina Mercadante, Stephen Hike, and Sarah Jeffries. If you will all please raise your right hand, I would like to swear you in. I state your name.
I,
Diane Flugfelder,
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
swear
that I will faithfully and impartially
that I will
that I will
faithfully and
faithfully and
impartially
impartially
perform the duties of
perform the duties of Region 2 Director
and Director
of the International Institute of Municipal Clerks
of the
of the
International Institute of Municipal Clerks
Clerks
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
and will uphold and defend
and will uphold and defend
the Constitution and Code of Ethics
the Constitution and Code of Ethics
of the International Institute of Municipal Clerks.
of the International Institute of Municipal Clerks.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank God.
I, Lana McPherson, subscribe and sworn to before me this 20th day of May, 2020. Congratulations, Region Directors. It's a pleasure to welcome you to the board. Woohoo, everybody.
Woo!
Thank you very much, Madam President.
Thank you, past President McPherson. Next on the agenda is the swearing in for the executive committee. And first up is past President Lana McPherson, who will be sworn in by Mayor Chuck Tokar.
Thank you, Madam President. I'm just so excited. I got to tell you, who would have thought that we would have been meeting like this for a swearing in ceremony or for a board meeting? I mean, look how far we've come. It's absolutely amazing that we're even able to do this. But I met Lana, God, in Whistler at that conference when we were going up the mountain in a gondola. And I don't like heights, and I know I was shaking in my boots. And Lana just calmed me right down, and I appreciate that. Of course, the champagne did help a little bit too. But in any case, Lana, you've been a great friend. If you don't know Lana, and I'm sure most of you do, you realize how passionate this lady is about IIMC, what a great president she was. And now I get the distinct honor and privilege and unique honor, especially over Zoom, to swear you in. Are you ready?
I am.
So I was just going to say, raise your right hand. You got this down, don't you? I, Lana R. McPherson, MMC,
I, Lana R. McPherson, MMC,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully and impartially
that I will faithfully and impartially
perform the duties of immediate past president
perform the duties of immediate past president
of the International Institute of Municipal Clerks
of the International Institute of Municipal Clerks
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
and will uphold and defend the Constitution
and will uphold and defend the Constitution
and Code of Ethics
and Code of Ethics
of the International Institute of Municipal Clerks.
of the International Institute of Municipal Clerks.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Chuck. What a great pleasure to have you swear me in. Thank you.
Congrats, Lana. Congratulations, Lana. Thank you again for your leadership this past year, even though the year didn't end as you had hoped it would, but we're going to make it up to you. So thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you,
Next on
Madam
the
President.
agenda is the swearing in of Vice President Pamela Smith, who will be sworn in by her mayor, Kevin Ronay. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I apologize if I butchered it.
That's okay. Raise your right hand. Left hand on the Bible. So I get the privilege of doing this. Pamela's probably sworn me in 15 different times, if I include being mayor as many times as I have been. So it's really an honor and a privilege to do this. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I, Pamela Smith, MMC,
I, Pamela Smith, MMC,
do solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will faithfully
that I will faithfully
and impartially
and impartially
perform the duties of Vice President
perform the duties of Vice President
of the International Institute of Municipal Clerks
of the International Institute of Municipal Clerks
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
and will uphold and defend
and will uphold and defend
the Constitution and Code of Ethics
the Constitution and the Code of Ethics
of the International Institute of Municipal Clerks.
of the International Institute of Municipal Clerks.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Subscribed and sworn to by myself, May 20th. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. I airplane to everybody.
Let me sign this.
Julie, can you give him a pen and then we're done? The rest is my board meeting.
Okay.
Thank you.
Congratulations, ma'am. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Pamela. Looking forward to working with you this next year. You're going to be awesome.
Thank you.
Next up is the swearing in of President-elect Sherry Pierce, who will be sworn in by Colleen Nickel.
Good morning, everyone. So my beautiful friend Sherry, she's grinning there. You've been in leadership roles as long as I can remember. I met you in Alaska, first time traveling up there as a region director, and you were a leader then, and you've been a leader every day since then. Obviously, the membership has huge confidence in you. This board has confidence in you. So thank you for stepping up. These executive committee jobs are big. They require a lot of personal sacrifice and commitment from your community, who obviously love and support you as well. Otherwise, you wouldn't be sitting here today ready to take this oath. So genuinely proud to administer this oath to you today. So raise your right hand. Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
I, Sherry L. Pierce, MMC,
I, Sherry L. Pierce, MMC,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully and impartially
that I will faithfully and impartially
perform the duties
perform the duties
of President-elect
of President-elect
of the International Institute of Municipal Clerks,
of the International Institute of Municipal Clerks,
and to the best of my ability,
and to the best of my ability,
I will uphold and defend
I will uphold and defend
the Constitution and Code of Ethics
the Constitution and Code of Ethics
of the International Institute of Municipal Clerks.
of the International Institute of Municipal Clerks.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Sherry.
Thank you. Thank you, Colleen.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Congratulations, Sherry.
Thanks. I wish we could be together so I could hug her.
We all wish that.
Mhm.
Next on the agenda is the swearing in of President Mary Johnston, who will be sworn in by Mayor Chuck Tokar.
Who?
Who?
Mary who? Inside joke there. By the way, Lana, I forgot to tell you, I can't wait to see you in Grand Rapids when we get to welcome you into the Has-Been Club. It's a fun organization, I'm telling you. No responsibilities, nothing but fun. You're going to love it.
I'll look forward to it. Thank you, Mayor.
So, Mary, God, I've known you since 1989, when I was first elected a clerk. And Mary's been a clerk in Westerville, Ohio. She's been a clerk in Freeport. She's been a clerk for 35 years. And when she took me under her wing back in 1989, she taught me a hell of a lot about leadership and about how to deal with people. She's going to be a fantastic president, and I'm so honored to be the one to swear you in. I wish I could just hug you right now.
Same here, Chuck. Thank you.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah, me too. I,
Oh, excuse me. My husband is sitting here beside me, and I have my hand on the Bible, even though you can't see it.
beautiful, beautiful. I, Mary J. Johnston, MMC,
I, Mary J. Johnston, MMC,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully and impartially
that I will faithfully and impartially
perform the duties of President
perform the duties of President
of the International Institute of Municipal Clerks
of the International Institute of Municipal Clerks
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
and will uphold and defend
and will uphold and defend
the Constitution and Code of Ethics
the Constitution and the Code of Ethics
of the International Institute of Municipal Clerks.
of the International Institute of Municipal Clerks.
So help me God.
So help me God.
And of course, subscribed and sworn to before me. I'll sign this and they'll be in the mail shortly. Congratulations, Mary. We love you.
Thank you.
Madam President,
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I wish that I could do this to you personally, but it will have to wait. But for all of you, this is the chain of office. So I'm going to go across my screen and present it to you, Madam President Mary Johnston.
Thank you so much. Lorraine.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, so-
Let's see. Oh, at this time, I would just like to introduce really quickly. I've got a group of coworkers behind me. I don't know if you can see them. I'll try to duck or move off. But our Assistant City Manager, Julie, raise your hand. Administrative Assistant, Dinah. Our Mayor, Kathy Kukuzzi. Our City Manager, Dave Collinsworth. And our Communications Affairs Director, Krista Dickey,
And they're all wearing masks.
for being here. Thank you. That means so much to me. Thank you.
Well done.
They all look like they're going to a holdup of a bank. Oh, and Mark, get your head in here. My husband. So at this time, I'm going to go ahead and make my remarks. I'm going to keep them short, but just want to thank some people that mean a lot to me and has been part of this journey since I started in 1983 in Freeport. They have taught me so much about leadership and, you know, being the best municipal clerk I can be, and I owe all of them a lot. And just, it's just so surreal to be in this position today. But first off, I want to thank Chuck and Denise. You guys mean a lot to me. We've been together for a long time through thick and thin, and we've been supporting each other. So this really means a lot to me to have you here today and to swear me in, and we'll celebrate later.
We sure will.
We will.
Yes, yes. And I want to thank my city council, and I also had introduced and thanked the staff that was behind me. But I'm so fortunate to have a city council that is so supportive and, you know, is cheering me on all the way. So I really thank them for that. In fact, at our council meeting last night at the very end, my council chair played Hail to the Chief. So anyway, they are the best. I would also like to thank the outgoing board members. I know they're not on here with us today, but I want to thank them for their service, and also thank past President Stephanie Kelly for her service. And I know she'll be continuing her work with IIMC. Lana, again, thank you for leading us this past year. Your leadership has been awesome, and I'm going to be counting on you to help me this year. And you will. You're my dear friend, and we're always giving each other hugs. And I'd like to welcome the new board members and to Vice President.
Yeah,
Pam.
go ahead. And I need.
And we have a busy year ahead of us, and we have lots of items and issues to take care of. So roll up your sleeves and we'll get to work. Just a word of caution, the 3 years will go very fast, so enjoy it. I'd like to thank my Ohio clerks for all of their support over the years. I'd like to thank my sisters by choice, Susie, Sharon, Brenda, Mary Lynn, Jerry, Terry, Kathy, Brenda, and Deb. They have been my rock, and I appreciate all of their love and support. Thanks to IIMC staff for all of their help through this and making sure we have everything ready to go for these Zoom meetings. Want to give a shout out to my extended dysfunctional family. You guys know who you are, and I know a lot of you are watching. Just want to thank my husband.
Congratulations.
Sorry. Just want to thank my husband, Mark, and our kids and our granddogs and our families that are back in Illinois that are watching. Mark, I couldn't have done this without you. So thank you. I know you were always there making sure everything got done while I was off at trainings and conferences and taking care of the kids and everything at home. And you don't know how much I appreciated all that. And we always used to laugh when we were at conferences and trainings. I would always say, oh, I don't want to know what the girls wore to school today. Anyway, thank you. And here we go. Let's We're starting off this year differently, but we're going to get back together and we're going to start our work and we're going to get it done. So thank you again to everyone. I really, really appreciate all that you have done for IMC and for municipal clerks, and we're the best. You're all the best, so thank you. And I gotta wipe my eyes, sorry. All
Big
right,
round of applause. Everybody?
thank you. Oh. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started with our meeting. So I wanna thank everyone who joined this meeting live and was able to watch all of us get sworn in. And this meeting will be posted for viewing later on. But again, thank you all who joined us, and we appreciate you coming in and watching all of us get sworn in.
Madam President, we are off air.
All right, thank you, Karen. At this time, I believe all of you received a copy of the things in order here, the online meeting standing rules. Connie or Madam Parliamentarian, do you want to go over them again, or just if anyone has any objections or any comments, we'll proceed on.
Thank you, Madam President. The only thing I would add is that, as usual, in these Zoom meetings, if everyone who's not speaking would mute their microphone so that we eliminate as much background noise as possible. Thank you very much. Thanks for the opportunity to serve you as well.
Thank you, Connie. I appreciate your service. You always keep us in line. Okay, the next item on our agenda is the Accord of Trust, which was a handout. You've all received that by email. Please make sure you sign it and return it back to headquarters. Also, that was sent via email was the role of the board, which was the policy handout on your responsibilities. So if you have any questions or you did not receive that, please let myself or Chris know, and we will get those responsibilities out to you so you know what to expect this next year. Okay. Next on our item, which requires action, is the Budget and Planning Committee Chair appointment. And I'm going to turn it over to Vice President Pamela Smith.
Sorry, I had to figure out how to unmute this thing. Our Executive Director, Chris Shelby, emailed to each of you on Monday my choice of budget member who will rise to vice chair and then to chair as I take presidency in 2022. And I hope you have the application with you. It is past President Brenda K. Young. Brenda is a great source of information. She has been doing finances for her town for 30 plus years. She meets the policy requirements, and I hope that I will see a favorable vote from the board members. And Chris, is there anything that you would like to say further to Brenda's appointment?
Just an excellent choice. Truly an excellent choice, and I echo everything you said. She'll be very good, and thank you.
Thank you, Madam President.
All right. I will entertain a motion to approve Brenda K. Young as the Budget and Planning Committee Chair appointment.
Madam President, I make that motion.
Second, Madam President, Camilla Pittman.
Moved by Dawn Abrahamson and seconded by Camilla Pittman for approval of that appointment. Is there any discussion on the motion? Hearing none, all of those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Hearing none, the appointment of Brenda K. Young to the Budget and Planning Committee has been approved.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pamela. That's an excellent choice. I know she will do an outstanding job on the committee. Next up is the 2020 President EC and ED travels for Region 1011, and there is action required. Chris, did you want to add anything to this item on our agenda?
Just briefly, Mary, thank you. The international travel always requires board approval. So what we do is we list the Region 10 and Region 11 possible invitations now, and they're all part of the budget. Now, not knowing how many of these invitations and conferences are still going to be held at that time, we ask the board now to approve them. That way, as the invitations come up, we don't have to go back through the approval process, and the president can travel on these. On some of these, I've listed the potential directors that will be traveling if it's not the president. That's just strictly FYI at this point. So all we're asking for is that the board approve the list that we have in front of you right now for international travel.
Madam President, I will make the motion.
Second, Madam President.
Thank you. That was moved by past President McPherson and seconded by Vice President Smith to approve the travels for the upcoming year. Is there any comments or questions on the motion?
Yeah,
Did someone have a
Madam
comment?
President, yes, Mr. Shelby, just to confirm that we do have finances that are available in the proposed budget for, the travel expenses for the president.
Yes, this is part of the 2020 budget. Thank you.
Okay, as long as there's no other questions or comments, could I have a motion to approve the travels? Oh, no, we've done that, sorry. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? All right, the motion carries. Thank you very much. The next item is a budget and planning meeting, which would be held at IMC headquarters. Right now, those dates have not been set. The meeting is usually held in September. Once we have those dates, we will share those with the board. Chris, did you have anything to add?
No, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Mid-year meeting is going to be, well, excuse me, we also have an executive committee meeting that would be held in connection with the budget meeting, and that would be the same. Once those dates are set, we will let the board know. Mid-year meeting is November 12th through 15th. We're going to be at the Mission Inn in Riverside, California, which is a beautiful place if you have not had an opportunity to be there. The board development will be from the California Institute Director, Maureen Kane. We've been working on some type of leadership training for board development, and we will share that once that has been decided. Does anyone have any questions for the mid-year meeting in November? All right, moving on. We're going to have some remarks from our Executive Director, Chris Shelby.
Thank you, Mary. Just briefly, I know all of you get my Friday letter, and I know the incoming board started receiving that a few months ago. That'll continue, whether it's a Friday or a Thursday, depending on my schedule. quarterly financials. You receive those after the Budget and Planning Committee vets them. And the next second quarter, you should be getting that sometime in mid-July. News releases. I will email you a list. If you can complete it and send it to me, it's a list of media contact information. I'd be more than happy to send a news release on your coming on the board. Contacting IMC staff, as I've mentioned in the past, feel free to contact them regarding IMC business at any time. If you have an issue with a staff member, I prefer that you contact me and let me deal with that. And as I've said, we've been pretty good for the last decade plus. In terms of vacation, I know I need to take some days off between June, July, and August, but the bulk of my vacation comes in December. And I will keep you apprised in my Friday letter in terms of when I'm on a site visit or traveling on business, or if I'm taking a day off here and there, so you'll always know. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you, Chris. Other business recommended policies. Chris, do we have anything for that item?
We have a constitutional amendment that came out of the board meeting on the 15th that will, Connie and I will work together, put it together, send it to the elections committee. The board could approve that as well. And then we'll have two amendments going into the 2021 annual business meeting. The one that we did not use this year regarding region director qualifications, and the one that we're going to add regarding honorary membership. So we'll keep you apprised of that as we complete those amendments. Thank you.
Very good, thank you. And the last item on our agenda is the 2020 EC/ED upcoming travels. We have the 2021 site visit in Grand Rapids, which is to be determined. I don't know if Chris has any more information on that.
Nope.
Okay. Budget and planning meeting, as I had mentioned earlier, would be determined at this point. The executive committee meeting will also be to be determined in September. And Chris will be attending the National League of Cities Conference in November in Tampa Bay, Florida. So that concludes our agenda. Does anyone have anything they would like to add or have any comments at this time? If not, this meeting on May 20th, 2020 for the 2020-2021 board is adjourned. I thank you very much.
Wait, Mary?
Yes, I'm sorry.
I apologize. I just saw Sarah pop up.
Oh yeah, Sarah, there you are.
I had the YouTube going and my computer was telling me that you were still waiting for the host to let me in, but it was an issue my end, not yours. So Karen Lee kindly sorted me out. But yes, I was here and I did say, yes, I do.
Okay, that was it. Thank you, Mary. Sorry.
Okay, no, thank you. I appreciate that. All right, if there's no other comments, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everyone. Looking forward to working with all of you.
Bye-bye.
Congratulations, Mary.
Congratulations, Mary.
Thank you, Chuck.
Congrats.
Nice
Thank you,
job.
Denise.
Thanks, Colleen.
Hi, Chuck.
Congratulations, Mayor.
Bye.
Bye, thank you.
Congrats.
Everybody.
See you next year.